What's up, Premier Planet? It's Justin Barlow coming at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about Premier Pro Wrestling studio taping this last Saturday night. As always, a big thank you to those of you who came out and to the Premier Studio. We thank you for your support, and of course, if you weren't able to make it out for our studio taping this last Saturday, we thank you as well because we know you were with us in spirit. We opened the evening with a one-on-one match between PPW veteran 0-1 and Slappo from under the big top. Now this match, Slappo was really kind of making 0-1 the butt of the joke. 0-1 though, coming out of the gate with the offense. However, Slappo is able to get a sunset flip, as you can see from the video, onto 0-1 and pick up a victory after his loss to Sensei last week. So Slappo regaining a little bit of momentum here in PPW. After that match, one-on-one contest, Inestra versus La Tarantula, who is still without a W here in Premier Pro Wrestling, although with each and every match he continues to improve, continues to get better. He came so close to taking out Inestra and slowing Inestra's momentum going into the big #1 contenders triple threat match later in the evening, but Inestra able to get up on the top rope, deliver a frog splash, and put La Tarantula away. La Tarantula still looking for that first win here in PPW. Following that contest, Connor Core against Sky Blue. Now, Sky Blue, man, to say that she hates Connor, I think that would be a gross understatement, and I know the feeling from Connor is mutual. This match, Sky came so close to getting another win over Connor, but Connor found himself in the right place at the right time, rolls Sky up in a schoolboy, gets the 1, 2, 3. Connor's able to walk out of the Premier Studio with his head held high, of course boasting all the way back to the locker room. Following that contest, it was a grudge match between Chase Gosling, the self-proclaimed original Dirty Boy, and Irish Andy Anderson, currently of the Dirty Boys Club, along with PPW champion Ronny Veronica Metro. This match, Chase, he not only wanted to beat Andy, he wanted to embarrass Andy, and again, as we saw several weeks ago, gave Andy a less than desired thumbs up, if you will. But Andy regains the advantage. We all know that Andy likes to brawl. At the end of this match, however, it does bear mentioning that Ronny Metro was barred from ringside in order to level the playing field between these two guys, make it a true one-on-one match. At one point, though, Chase and Andy are outside the ring, and as Chase is trying to crawl back in, the ref is up to the count of 9. Ronny sneaks down to ringside, holds on to Chase, prevents him from getting back into the ring. Andy is initially awarded the victory by way of countout, but the referee, well, Ronny makes the mistake of getting in the ring to celebrate with Andy. The referee smells something fishy. He knows Ronny's been barred from ringside. He decides to reverse the decision and award the match to Chase by way of disqualification. Obviously, the Dirty Boys very angry about this. In fact, they got into a shoving match after this concluded, and definitely some trouble in paradise for the Dirty Boys Club. We're going to have to see if Andy and Ronny can mend the fences and how this is going to affect their relationship down the road over the next few weeks. After that contest, #1 contendership on the line, triple threat match. The 3 guys who came up short in last week's 4 corners match, Inestra, Anakin, and Sensei. This match, of course, very exciting to watch. All of these guys very comfortable in the air. Sensei, of course, loves to ground and pound. Inestra very comfortable on the mat, as is Anakin. So this match, pretty much even all 3 ways. But at the very end, Anakin and Sensei, in a rare moment, decide to team up, deliver a double superplex on Inestra, but Inestra, after being in Premier Pro Wrestling a few years now, he's got that ring awareness, that experience, and he brought all of that into this situation. He's able to hook Anakin's leg and get a pinfall victory, thus making him the new #1 contender for the Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. And speaking of the championship, one-on-one match, Ronny Metro, the reigning champion, defends against the only 3-time champion in Premier Pro Wrestling history, now looking to make it 4, the world exclusive Matt Vine, and let's take you to the video to show you what transpired at the end of this contest.
Yeah! He gives up.
Fine, you want to get
He gives up. He gives up. Yes! 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 Ronny Metro is the king of the world. He just gave up, and I am still the champ. Give me my damn championship.
He didn't give up.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Don't boo me. Don't you dare boo me.
I don't know where the hell you think you're going, but Matt Vine did not give up.
Yes, he did. They all saw it. They all saw him give up. Give me this, you know the golden rule, and that is the one with the gold makes the rules. And I am the champion. I am the king of the world. I want 5 more minutes to kick your ass, Matt Vine. Yeah!
So the time limit runs out after 30 minutes. Ronny demands 5 more minutes, but Matt Vine, he starts gaining the advantage, and Ronny basically says to hell with this, grabs the belt, runs back to the locker room. Matt Vine wins via countout, but Ronny saves his title because the title cannot change hands unless it is a pinfall or a submission. But coming up this Saturday night, Ronny's going to have his hands full again because he's going to defend against another former champion in El Mero Mero Inestra. And in a #1 contenders match, Matt Vine may have been knocked down the ladder a little bit, but he's going to get another chance to get back in the title hunt when he goes one-on-one against Chase Gosling. Again, #1 contendership rules apply. And in a #1 contendership qualifying match, not a #1 contenders match, but a #1 contenders qualifying match, we're going to see one-on-one Anakin and Sensei, Premier Pro Wrestling's 2 fastest rising stars out of the Premier Academy. I promise you, you are not going to want to miss a single moment of the action this Saturday night, Premier Planet. For all of us here at Premier Pro Wrestling, I'm Justin Barlow. We'll see you folks out here Saturday night.